So I found a really cool tree stand today, and I want to kind of show you why I think it's a good spot, and maybe you might even like it too. But right now we're gonna head over there and go take a look. Well, that's a pretty good indication right there. We already got some action. Okay, so we've been sitting in the stand for a little while now, and we are literally surrounded by beaver. But the coolest part about this is the water looks absolutely incredible. Not only that, there are a ton of beaver here, and they're all feeding less than 50 yards away. What a sweet, sweet setup. Now, if only we can get an absolutely giant beaver to show up. Well, that one right there is a pretty good start. He's 40 yards out, and we're going to be going for the shot. Oh, he's swimming. He's swimming. He stopped. Smoked! Absolutely smoked that beaver. You couldn't have made a better shot. You literally couldn't have made a better shot. But the rest of them are a little bit spookish, but not too much. So now we're about to get a second opportunity at another beaver. But we gotta take him before it's too late. Oh, that's a hit! That was actually a perfect hit. He dropped instantly. We got two more right next to us here. That one's about 60 out there, and we're gonna have to let one fly. It's another hit. Another hit. Okay, so we got one more that should come back up to the top. And when he does, oh, right there, right there, right there. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, we shot high. He didn't even know what just happened. He didn't even know what just happened. It's a tiny, tiny beaver. One trivial. All right, but this one showed back up. 47 yards out. On the swim, he stopped. Smoked him. I don't know how that wasn't a perfect heart shot. But he absolutely just got smoked. There's another beaver over there too. Or is that a rock? It's gotta be a rock. Oh, headshot! Okay, so I think we just took down every single beaver in this region. Let's check the map. They feed here from 12 until 1600. So we'll have to come back another time. But the cool part about this is check this out. Not only could we hunt for beaver, but we can also see 3 different whitetail spots from right here. In fact, there happens to be a decent buck right out there at about 350 yards. And then there's another real decent buck there at 300 yards. And there's another good buck right over there, which I don't know if we can actually see from here or not, but for surely there's whitetail right there. Just a matter of if we can get to a position where we can spot them. Yeah, they're like right there. Oh, I had this set up to where we could hunt 3 different whitetail spots from one stand, and I honestly had no clue the beaver were even gonna be there. But it just worked out so perfectly that we're able to take them down from right here with the bow. And it seems that the bow works really good because it's so quiet. The beaver don't even have a clue what just happened. We even have some northern pintail out there. All right, so check this out. Right now, we only have one rifle on us, and that's this one. Which, it could work. It really could. But better yet, we're gonna get down, we're gonna pick up these beaver, and then we're gonna grab something that's a little more powerful. Plus, we need to be able to take down that absolute giant bull, and that one that's even bigger. two max weight beasts of bull moose out there at 250 yards. Yep, we're gonna need to come back with something a little bit bigger. Oh, hold up. There's two bulls coming across here. And since we're in the stand, we're gonna switch out right now and grab the 600 grain arrows to take down this beautiful bull moose. I don't even know why we have the goose collar equipped right now, to be perfectly honest, but we do. Although, if he keeps coming and gives us a shot at 80 yards, then that's a different story. Watch those beaver now. All right, there he is, 80 yards away. Let's just see what we're dealing with here. We 0 for 60. Then we don't really have that much drop. Just a little bit. That's pretty much where I was gonna hold anyways. Oh, that looked like a good hit, and it was! Perfect shot, he's down. Wow. Right in the Boilermaker. That's where we just hit that bull. Holy. All right, now let's get down and get some of these beaver. So we'll grab the 300, and then we'll grab... Oh! There's more beaver! Nice 3. Oh my god, we are getting back up. We are getting back up. Change of plans, we are getting back up. Look at the beaver. Not that we really need any more, but I'd like to at least get this one. He's 60-ish out there. Hold low. Oh, that's a hit. And that was... Am I using the 420s? Yes, we are. Perfect shot. So that must have potentially been a neck shot, or maybe even hard. I don't know, but this is amazing because we got beaver floating all over. We got more beaver swimming out there. I think we'll leave a couple beaver here because I don't really feel like flinging arrows at 100 yards to get beaver. But, I mean, what an epic day so far. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beaver just right there. Plus another beaver right there and a nice bull moose that we took down over there. Not only that, this water is absolutely stunning. The color of it kind of reminds me of the Bahamas. All right, let's take a picture with all 6 beaver right there. Well, plus 3 more that are still swimming out there, but for the time being, let's get down, go get these beaver, and then we'll come back to get the whitetail and hopefully at least one of those giant bull moose. Here's one. That's the big one we smoked at 58 yards, swimming. Got an intestine, lung, liver shot there. 26.95. Huge gold beaver. That was a female. And it was actually a reddish brown. So very cool. And we got a stack more of beavers here. In fact, that actually can make for kind of a cool picture just like that. This beaver comes a little closer. Right like that. Perfect. All right, well, let's pick up another one. It's gonna be another gold and a 42-yard spine double lung shot, 27.73. I didn't realize that there was 2 big 4s here, but that was actually a male. Yeah, a nice male, and it was a dark brown. So we got a red brown, and now we got a dark brown, 27.73, 42-yard, perfect swimming shot. And then a nice female, 50-yard liver shot. And then a nice double lung shot at 48 yards. Looks like every one of these shots here were pretty much right on the money. 70-yard intestine shot. That shot was not really ideal, but 70 yards is a pretty decent ways out there. Then we got this one, which was a 57-yard lung shot. That was the last one that we shot when he was looking at us there. Drilled him right in the lung. It was just a small male, but still a pretty epic moment. And then we got this bull moose, which I think we made a heart shot, or maybe double lung liver, or heart, liver, stomach. So we did in fact make a hard shot. Wow. So since there's this saying called a Texas hard shot, how about we call it a Canadian hard shot, which would then be a front-on hard shot. I don't know, I just made that up. I thought it sounded pretty cool. What do you think? But anyways, 176.26, just shy of gold, but a solid bull moose. Ooh, we may have to take this bull down. I mean, it's kind of cool just sitting there, actually. As long as he doesn't bother us too much, we could potentially use that for a picture. Yeah, I'm not really worried about him. We can get around him. All right, now let's grab some rifles. So as far as rifles go, we're gonna get rid of the 30-30, the new rifle, which is pretty cool, but we're gonna grab the 375 Magnum, so we could really reach out there and take a far shot at some big game animals. Now we don't need to use that on the whitetail, but we'll for surely use it. And honestly, it'd be cool if we had like a search icon here where we could just type in 375 and it would pop right up, because it seems like none of these here are in any kind of chronological order whatsoever. We got 338, 243, so it should go 7.6, 223, 243, 270, 30-06, 338, 300 Magnum, then 375, but obviously that's not the case because the 243 is way before the strongest rifle in the game. And now we need a rifle for the whitetail. We want to be able to shoot flat, and we want to be able to make the shots count. So the 7mm would be kind of ideal, but then again, so would the AR-308. So I think we'll probably use that. All right, so I decided to come back the next morning because there was a lot of chaos that was happening there, and I thought it would just be better to start off fresh. Well, as we did that, we located that first herd that I couldn't find of whitetail from before, and they kind of trotted off through here. So basically, eventually they should come back, and when they do, we'll be able to see them over the top of this ridge. Well, anyways, for the time being, we got this buck out here, which is perfectly broadside at no, that's not 400 yards. 360. See, I wish there was a little mark in the center of these crosshairs that we could use to get the exact distance on this buck, because it's not 400 yards, and that's right what it's saying. Although 360 is pretty close to 400. Anyways, just look at this absolutely stunning water again. I can't get enough of it. Okay, here's our buck. Beautiful shot at 360 yards. I think we just double lunged him. And the best part is, it's not even gonna spook this second herd of whitetail. We got a good buck out here at 300 yards. That's the 170 buck right there. So 300, we should be able to hold it right on the heart. Yep, right there. Beautiful shot. And that takes him down. Then we have yet this last herd of whitetail, which should be showing up any minute now. Right before that giant bull moose is going to come around the corner. Wow, they really are tough to see. This second herd here is nearly impossible, even though I watched them go right up over the top of this ridge. And just like that, he showed up. Right there he is at 260 yards out, way on the top of that ridge. We got him. Dropped him right there. All right. And that makes a triple on whitetail. Now all we gotta do is hope that that giant bull moose steps out. Whew. Man, that was a tough shot. We literally had to shoot right through all that brush and connect before it was too late. Because if he took 2 more steps forward, he would have been gone. All right, so this is actually kind of crazy, but for the last 15 minutes now, there's been 3 different moose here, including 1 small bull, And I honestly wasn't sure where the other two bulls were, and I thought, well, maybe they decided to go somewhere else this hunt. Well, all of a sudden they just showed up right here, and here they come in. The second bull is coming in with his cow. Looks like there was two bulls coming in with his cow at the same time, and the one that I want to get, honestly, they're both super impressive, but we're gonna start with this one right here at 318 yards. We got a problem. We got a big problem first. This beaver is about to take our tree down. That would have been bad. That would have been really bad. Can you imagine we're about to take the shot on that bull moose and all of a sudden the tree starts falling over? All right, we'll let her be there for now. But my goodness, that was scary. Okay, now we got to get a second shot. There's our bull right there. That's the one that we want. All right, here we go. 300 yards away. Now, is he 300 yards or not? Because according to that, he's less than 300 yards. I'm thinking more like like 295 probably. So 300 will work if we hold for bottom of heart. I'd say we smoked him. I saw him run this way and I didn't see him come back. And there goes the other beast of a bull. My goodness, look at the size of the rack on that thing. Holy. Beaver! Beaver! We could have had him. That's all right, that's all right. And one absolute monster of a bull moose. He's down right over there somewhere. Actually, do I have a tent over there? I do. We literally have a tent right there. Okay, so again, this is the location right here. If you come in by Pascua Musthouse, right off of this outpost, the halfway house, right down here in this river system, we got our tent set up right here, and our tree stand is right here. But from here, we can literally hunt 360 degrees in every direction. We shot our whitetail buck here. We shot our other whitetail buck here. We almost shot a buck here. And we just shot an absolute giant bull moose here. Plus we took down 6 beaver right here. So right here is where we have the stand. And there's only one birch tree right out in the middle of the edge here. Oh my God, look at the beavers. Oh. Let's see if there's anything decent out there. That's a dime potential. Yep, that right there is a giant dime potential beaver. Now it could score 27. Well, there's only one way to find out. Oh, don't turn on me, beaver. I don't know if we can take that shot. Oh, we could take that one though. Ooh, nope, we can't. Too much water. Too much water. Yeah, it was perfect. 58 yards. But just too much water for it to get there from that angle that it was at. Oh, I think we smoked it. Did we? Is the question. It's not looking like it because it didn't drop immediately. And when they don't drop immediately, that usually means you didn't make a perfect shot. A little 2 here. And we got another one way out over there. Holy beaver. How did we do? Guaranteed shot low. Guaranteed shot low. Low and far forward. Ooh, this is actually cool. I want to shoot it underwater. Is it possible? I want it to go back underwater like it did. That was so cool. I don't know if it's possible though. It's under. It's under. There it is. Tried for it. I don't think it worked. We definitely tried. It might have been a little bit too deep, but we definitely tried. Oh, wait. I see it. I see it. I see it. It thinks it's underwater, but it's really not. Ooh, it almost worked. Come on. Give me one more try. Although it would be kind of cool if we could go right under there. So if you make a perfect heart shot, they still don't come up right away. And that's what's confusing about the beaver. Because we literally just smoked that thing. And it's still... Ooh, 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 another bull. That's a good bull. Was he there the whole time? Was he honestly there the whole time? And we didn't even notice? Must have been. He honestly must have been. Okay, so these moose are all gone. And like I said before, no, he wasn't. This bull was there the whole time. This bull just showed up right now. I was like, there's no way he was there the whole time. I for surely would have seen him and would have got a little bit worked up. Oh, he's broadside. 70 yards away. Now he's not so broadside. Well, if he keeps coming that way, that's going to be a different story. That's going to be a heck of a different story, especially the fact that he's only 60 now. Oh! We just smoked that bull. Wow! I held far left and a little bit high to compensate for the wind, and I'd say we did just right. Yeah, that definitely worked out just right. Wow. All right, let's get the beaver. Then we gotta get all the way over there, grab our whitetails, and of course the big bulls. So we did not make a perfect shot because we went right behind the liver and got stomach. Okay. Good to know. And I think we messed up this one. We shot low. Yep, we shot low. Whew. Close to a diamond. Good thing we didn't mess up 2 diamonds out of this. We dropped right below the vitals. I was holding for the heart, but the reality is we needed to go a little bit higher up. Still pretty cool though. 29.9 is our second biggest beaver so far at 52 yards. All right, this bull here was a solid bull as well. I do believe he's gold potential. He's around a 200 minus, and there he is laying right there. Double lung shoulder weight shot, a 193. Just shy of gold, but 69 yard, kind of incredible double lung shot. Yeah, we were holding right about here to compensate for that wind, and then pushed it wide right a good 6 inches. Center-wise, though, was absolutely perfect. Whoa! Duck, 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 duck! Ooh, it had potential. It had a lot of potential. Although with the 600 grain arrows, you wouldn't have to hardly even touch the thing and it's pretty much going to take it down. All right, there's our buck right there. And now we just got to get there. But here's one of our bucks. Now, before we get too carried away, take a look at that shot. 290 yard double lung shot. I figured he was 290. We held for the heart and still shot quite a bit high. Quite a bit high. But this next one should for surely be a hard shot. All right, so our big whitetail was right up here, and I think I see him. I think I see him right here. Yep, there he is. There lays our 202 whitetail buck. We got a 254 yard walking double lung shot. Looks like he had about a 22 inside spread and a beautiful 10-point whitetail. Very nice. What the heck was that? Something just barreled. Oh my god, it's a cow moose. Oh. All right, these deer are still chilling over here. One of them is a tiny buck. And the other one is a doe. What's taking off over there? Oh, I couldn't quite see. Oh my god, a giant bull. a different giant bull. There's two more max weight bulls. Not near as big as the one that we just shot already, of course, but some pretty good bulls. We'll have to keep an eye on them. Anyways, here's our buck, and it was a double lung shot at 373 yards. I didn't realize that this AR-308 would drop weight till at over 350 with double lung. I honestly didn't even realize that you could get double lung at over 350 yards either, so there's that too. Alright, there's our stand, of course, right there. In the absolute prime location. Alright, so our big bull was right around here. In fact, oh my god, what a cool spot for him to go down. Holy, he must have been in the water and just piled up almost right away. But what an unbelievable picture that's going to be, especially like that. Wow, that's cool. That is incredible. Well, let's pick him up. No wonder why we didn't see him run. We literally pulled off a heart shot and lung at 270 yards on this giant 247.96 scoring bull moose. Holy. 375 Magnum drilled that thing. Wow. I didn't see him drop. But he must have went like 2 steps and then fell over. We hit that thing right in the front shoulder. Absolutely solid spot. And if you're going to take that shot, that is definitely the rifle you're going to want to use. Because that is a tough spot to get penetration. A real tough spot. But what a giant bull moose to finish off the hunt. Holy. And the best part is, there's still another one right next to it. Well, anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Oh my god. So I just looked down, and there is an absolute giant bull less than 20 yards away. Well, that first shot there, we won't really talk about that. Well, not gonna need much tracking for this one. I bet he's gonna break 400s. Probably 415. That's what I would have to guess. Oh my god, 438. Holy. Oh. And our first shot dropped low because it was 40 yards instead of 20. But luckily the follow-up shot connected. 438. I think is our biggest bull. I think.